Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome aboard to the Catholic Teacher Daily Message. My name is, in fact, if you've never seen me before, well, where have you been? I've been doing this for a while. My name's Jonathan Doyle. This is the Catholic Teacher Daily Message. Please make sure you've subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. If you like what you're seeing today, please hit the like button. It makes sure that YouTube puts me up there with the other two Catholic people still allowed to podcast on social media and put content out there, sort of. So hit those buttons. I've got a bunch of links here wherever you're seeing or watching or listening. Free 10-week access to the Going Deeper program. Get yourself free 10 weeks, free. Hit that button, hit that link. And also if you want to book me to speak at a Catholic event or come and speak at your school to your staff about the joy of Catholic education, surviving the vocation and growing in holiness, please check out that link too. Now, today, I'm going to share with you a beautiful quote from Father Paul Dumay. It's really quite good. Let's jump in. Your vocation is that vocation which will cause you to love the most. All right, as we said last week, the first thing we need to do is understand that the word love has been hijacked, stolen, culturally obliterated. It's a word that we use to describe our relationship to pizza. I love pizza. In fact, it's Friday when we're filming today, and Friday at our place is pizza night. So I do love pizza, and I'm looking forward to pizza. In fact, I kind of want to stop recording now. Anyway, so pizza, love pizza. It's also the word we use to describe our relationship with the people we care about the most in this world. I love my wife, I love my kids, I love my friends. So you can see immediately that love has been used so broadly that we've lost a bit of its meaning. And also, it's highly sentimentalized. It often highly is linked to the sentimental concepts around romance and that sort of stuff. As we said last week, to love, in a Catholic understanding, is simply this. Concentrate, because you've got to get this part. To love is to will the good of the other. To love someone is to desire their good. So, to love your students, of course, doesn't mean anything inappropriate. It means that you desire good would happen to them. That you have a heart for them in the way that God has a heart for them. That you want good to happen to them. You want their holiness. You want their growth in virtue. You want them to their growth in knowledge and understanding of the world. So what Father Paul Dumay is telling us today is that the vocation that God has for us will always be the one where we gradually learn to love the most. I do not have the vocation of an accountant. You can be a great accountant and grow in love by deeply caring about people. And God can call people into that ministry. I don't have that one. So everyone just went, that's the most random example. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I get it. But God calls us into vocations that are going to call us to love the most. Karen and I celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary a couple of weeks ago, and her parents are visiting from out of town, which is awesome. They're beautiful people. And they're the only people, apart from a couple of professional lion tamers, that we trust with our kids, that we trust our kids won't harm. So they stayed overnight. God bless them, courageous. And we went away, and we had a night away together, Karen and I, for the first time in ages, which was really beautiful. And I really reflected on it. We had dinner together, we saw a movie, we spent ages just hanging out and talking. And, many of you who are, married know that these moments are precious because they can be pretty rare at peak times, at busy times of family life. But I was really challenged in myself to realize that it's in marriage and family life that you really are called into this willing of the good of the other. That all my natural human weakness and brokenness and selfishness gets exposed in the vocation, both exposed in the vocation of marriage and family, but also strengthened and encouraged, right? So it's not just negative. It's that being married to Karen invites me over decades to love her better and better, to will her good, to desire good for her. And the same with my kids. So let's take that vocational concept of love into the Catholic education vocation. So if God's called you into being a Catholic teacher, that vocation, He's called you there because He knows it's a place where you're going to be called to love. And I often think, at least in my own country, how much of education is about ambition or technique or success or diagnostics or outcomes instead of about love. Because I kind of think that if we get the love part right, then I'm beginning to wonder if a lot of the other stuff might start to fall into place. So if you're called into this vocation, my dear friend, it is because God knew that it would be a place you could learn to grow in holiness and grow in willing and desiring the good of others. And often he'll do that through your difficult students or your difficult colleagues. That'll be the place where you're called to be patient, kind, humble, accepting of people's flaws. So how good's God? As I've been saying forever, your place in the Catholic education vocation is not an accident. What have you meant to be there for this very purpose of growing in holiness and growing in love? All right, I'm going to finish there because I want to keep these nice and short for you. Please make sure you subscribe. Go and check out all the links to all the free stuff. Book me to speak. It's all here. God bless you, everybody. My name is Jonathan Doyle, and I'll have another message for you tomorrow.